Okay, so now,
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
good afternoon. How are you, Nim?
Yeah, hi, thank you, sir.
Yes, today we are just trying to check what we have studied earlier, and later on we will come on the main point today. So I think yes, I just changed the time for you student who are from Vietnam, and I think now it is convenient time, and not only for you but all other students who are coming from Australia. For those students also, it is uh, convenient time because they have different time zone, and that is late night. Okay, so now it is convenient time for them also. So now I am just continuing my lecture. So from very beginning, uh, it is seventh lecture in that lecture series. What we have started on 2nd April, and normally the time is, of course, it is changed. It is not to 5 to 5 5:45. Now just it is 4 to 4:45. It will be continued in this way only. And what we have studied, if we just recap all those points, in the very beginning, we have seen the structure of simple sentences, and we have just tried to create some sentences. And not only this one, but we have studied how to understand the different concepts, different technical terms which is used in Sanskrit grammar. Second day, again, classification of words, Sanskrit words, and we have studied Naam, Akhyat, Upasarg, and Nipat. If we translate it or just try to find in English grammar, then it will be Naam, that means noun, pronoun, adjective. Akhyat indicates the verbal roots, and not only verbal roots but the verbal forms also. Naam, Akhyat, then Upsarg. Upsarga, you know very well, prefixes which are used along with, normally it is used with verbal roots, and it gives the different meanings. So we have studied upsarga also, and there are 22 suffixes, prefixes, which is helpful to understand new, how to coin new words. And at the same time we need to understand pratyay, but that is quite different term, which is called as suffixes, and that we will study during this study of this text, what we will study today. And third day, uh, of course, on second day, the last one is Nipat. Nipat is just like indeclinable, which is called as avyay, and another term in Hindi grammar or Sanskrit grammar also, of course. And third day class, we have seen the uses of case in Sanskrit sentences, because the case or karak is the vital point of Sanskrit grammar. So it is very important thing. If you are not able to understand case, uses of case, then you will lose the meaning of that particular sentence. So you need to understand. That's why we have just taken a glimpse of case. Fourth day we have studied how to introduce myself. Okay, and I have given some structures so that you will be able to understand how to introduce yourself. For example, you need to express your views. Before that, you are expressing that what is your name and what is your father's name and other relatives and from where you have studied, about your education. So all these things we have studied in the fourth class. The fifth class, indeclinable, because third day, second day we have already studied this one, Nipath. But fifth day, especially specifically, we have studied indeclinable so that we can use those indeclinable while we are studying the text, while we are creating the sentences. And not only that fifth day we have studied, but today or whenever we will read the text, we will just try to find all these things. And last day we have just started Sadharma Pundarika Sutra, and just try to understand in which way we can extract the meaning from any kind of text. So I have taken Sadharam Pundarik Sutra that day, and the last day we have seen all these things. And I have mentioned that not only Sadharam Pundarik Sutra, but a lot of text which has been written either originally written in Sanskrit or uh, translated in Sanskrit. I am just talking about Buddhist text right now, because most of you are belonging from Buddhist philosophy field. That's why I have taken from Buddhist text, but not only in Buddhist, uh, not only regarding Buddhist text, but also another texts like Puranic text and different another text which are helpful to know India, which are helpful to know the moral stories written for the very basic knowledge. All those things, and along with this one, tantra and epics or play, all these are written in Sanskrit only. But I have given an example here only from Buddhist area, so that who are belonging from this area, they can understand that how much potential uh, Sanskrit has. So we need to study this uh, language, and we need to understand Sanskrit. Okay. So now, last day we have started Sadharam Pundarik Sutra, and the Sadharam Pundarik Sutra is very important text which is contained under Navadharma, or you can say Vaipulya Sutra. Again, when you are saying Navadharma or you are saying Vaipulya, these terms are again from Sanskrit. So Vipul means which is expanded uh, in systematic way. That is called as Vipul. And where you are finding Vipul, that means Vaipulya. Okay. So the sutra where all these things have been described in systematic way, that is called as Vaipulya Sutra. And under this Navdharma or Vaipulya Sutra, you can find the Sadharam Pundarik Sutra, Lalit Vistar, Lankavatar, Suvarna Prabhas, and so on. So I have taken one text, Sadharam Pundarik Sutra. Normally, whenever we are talking about Sadharam Pundarik Sutra, then or you are saying Lotus Sutra. Okay. So whenever we are talking about Sadharam Pundarik Sutra, first of all we need to understand the meaning of this text. Okay. Sadharma. Sadharma means when the attribute or quality is similar. Sadharma means similar attribute, similar quality. Okay, like whom? Like Pundarik. Pundarik means the lotus. Okay, the sutra. Sutra means when we have when our says has uh, transferred, no, either in oral way or in written way. Normally it is in oral way. So not only in for this sutra I am saying about Vedic text also. It is in oral way, orally it is transferred, transmitted. So that when it is compiled, that is called as sutra, or in Pali that is sutta. Okay, so either you are saying Lotus Sutta, or you are saying Pundari Dharma Pundarik Sutra. So such type of sutra or compilation of verses, which gives the notion like uh, lotus, like lotus, and or the which is quite similar to lotus. The attribute of that is just similar to lotus. 1 minute, please. Point which you need to understand that you skip. For example, when you are saying Sadharam Pundarik Sutra as Lotus Sutta, Lotus Sutra or Sutta, when you are saying at that time, you are skipping the term Sadharma. If you are not including the term Sadharma, then Lotus Sutra give the meaning in quite similar attribute. If you have seen that lotus, you can see that if you are pouring the drop of water, at that time the water drop of water will be separate, and the leaf of lotus will be quite separate. It drop of water will not affect the leaf of lotus. Like that, who has gained the knowledge, the worldly desire, worldly thing will not be capable to affect this text is this notion. Okay, so the term sadharma is quite important. So when you are saying lotus sutta, means you are just talking about pundarik sutta, and you are skipping the term sadharma. So while you are translating at that time, you need to understand what you are translating and what is what notion you are skipping. Okay, so that's why I am always focusing that you need to learn the text from original text, not the translated text. Okay, This is text. This is the uh, Unicode text, and I have just translated here so that if you are not able to read in Devanagari, you can just go through the translated text. And not only this one, I am giving the URL to you so that you can if you are not even to identify characters, you just copy it, and there is one different computational tool. You just go to this tool, and this tool is this one. I am just putting here this tool, and you can just copy. You you can just copy it and just put in this side. You can put, and it is of course Devanagari. So you need to select Devanagari, and here you can opt. I, I said, and you get the diacritical form. Okay, in translated form, so it will be easy to read. Okay, because here I see there are different types of students, someone who are not able to read in Devanagari. So for those students, I have just given the way so that you just copy it and just put on one another window, and the next window will give you translated form. So it is very easy, and nowadays you find that Google is also providing the platform to translate Sanskrit to English and English to Sanskrit. So that will be oral prajanam tatah samadhir vitthitah. Very beginning, in very beginning, you can find the first line, and this one is. So when we are talking about one sentence, you need to split in different word, and each and every word you need to understand the meaning of those words. Then you can get the sentences. I'm just coming the next um, part, and I have given you one another tool from where you can put the sentence, and it will give the mm, uh, It was disconnected. No, I am again adding. So whenever we are talking about atha, it has two different meanings. One, whenever we are starting the story or any type of writings. So just to show that it is now I am starting, to indicate that notion, we are using the term author. So you will find the term author in different places, not in Upay Kausal Parivartan, you will find more than 18 times author. Starting it is have completed one notion, we have completed one story, we have completed one chapter. Now I'm starting second one or third one or fourth one. So next further, to show this one also it is used atha. And I have already mentioned there are four categories of Sanskrit words. In which category you will put this one, that will be under the indeclinable. Okay, so or avyay. So atha, khalu, again khalu is indeclinable or avyay, and the meaning will be khalu means certainly. Atha khalu. But you need to note down that sometimes khalu, this term is used just to complete the sentence also. Okay, in Sanskrit we are saying pad puranarthak, to just complete the sentence. So atha, what does it mean by atha, what does it mean by khalu, and in which category we are putting, you need to keep in mind. Because if you are uh, training your mind once, twice, thrice, then automatically next time you will get the meaning automatically. Okay, because normally what we are doing, we are just trying to find the actual meaning. Okay, so once, twice, thrice, if you are finding uh, the same term, at that time you will be able to identify easily it. Okay, now athakalu bhagavan smrtiman. Now again bhagavan. So you need to understand that in Sanskrit you can coin n number of words. For that you are using prefixes, you are using suffixes, and other different norms. But normally prefix and suffix, these are very crucial notion to coin words in Sanskrit. Here you are finding Bhagavan. It has been coined with one suffix. Okay, that is called as Vatup, and you will find which is ending with Van. It means the suffix Vatup has been used. Vatup means it contains. Bhagavan means the person or the god or the powerful man or whichever, whoever who has the power, who contains, who has bhag means aishwarya or the power. You are well known with avalokiteshwari, who has the form of Buddha, who has different powers. If you see the Puranic tradition, you will find the Virat Roop of God, and here you are finding Avalokiteswarya. So the power is called as Bhag, and who has bhag, that he will be called as Bhagavan. Okay, Bhagavan means not only that God, but if you are finding the etymological meaning, then you can create different, coin different terms, different words. Bhagavan, Bhagavan means who has bhag or who has power. In the same way, uh, Smrtiman, Vatup and Matup both are similar and both are giving the similar sense. Okay, if it is Vatup, then Bhagavan. If it is Matup, then Smrtiman, who has, Smrti means memory, who has great memories. That will be who he will be called as Smritiman. Okay, so we know very well, in this text we are talking about Lord Buddha. So atha khalu, after that means which we have already mentioned, which we have already mentioned. Screen is not showing. Neither it is showing nor it is what is going on. I have shared already and it is not showing the option. Uh, 1 minute, I am just disconnecting and reconnecting. Now it is giving the option to share. Okay, so I hope again it is not showing. Yes, I understand. Understanding it is not showing. Again reconnecting. It is not showing the. No, it's showing just. I don't understand. It is not showing. I am just putting screenshot of this one because I am on the one slide only. So I am just putting this screenshot to that group so that you can find where I am. Okay, I have sent the screenshot. Okay, so something I think that is, I don't understand why it is not showing. So only the one. Okay, so this one is Atha Khalu. Uh, I am describing only these sentences. I am putting in your chat box also so that you can find, because I am not understanding why it is not showing. This is the sentence which I am describing here. Okay, so Atha. Atha means after that, or whatever we have discussed. Whatever we have discussed means the author has discussed. So Atha Khalu, after that, certainly Bhagavan. Bhagavan means who has great uh, power and great memories. Smritiman means who has great memories. Samprajanan. This is the another term which I am describing. Samprajanan. In this term, you are finding there are so many two, not only two, more than two to three terms have been uh, described here. So I am putting here in your chat box. There are some is different term. Prajanan is different term, and tatah is different term. I have splitted these terms with dash. Some is suffix. Okay, some is suffix, and sorry, some is prefix, which is indicating that in the systematic way. Some is prefix, which is giving the meaning that in systematic way. Again, prajanan, not only some but also the pra, that is pra is also again prefix. Pra means some means in systematic way, pra means intentionally, prakarsena. Okay, so some pra and janam means while he tried to know. Janan means to know. So when he was knowing all these things in systematic way and intentionally, because he was just going to say something to Sariputra, because you will know very well that it is the story of Sariputra from dialogue between Sariputra and Lord. So you are just giving the adjective of Lord Buddha. So some prajanam tatah. Tatah means after that. Tatah means after that. So अथ खलु भगवान स्मृतिमान संप्रजानम ततः समाधेः, from meditation. व्युत्थितः. व्युत्थितः, again there are two terms. Be utthitah. Be utthitah, again the prefix. So what we know from this in the very beginning sentence which has been given in Sadharam Pundarik Sutra, if you are trying to understand this text, first of all you need to understand prefix in systematic way. If you are not knowing the prefix, then you will not be able to extract the meaning. So only 22 prefixes are there, and you need to meaning of those prefixes, so that whenever you will extract the meaning, you can get meanings in the easiest way. So one point you need to note down in your copy notebook, that uh, prefix is important if you are trying to read any ancient text. Okay, because they are using prefix and suffixes in frequently you will find these things. So samadher utthitah. Utthitah means he wake up from the meditation, and rest of all those are the adjective of Lord Buddha. So Bhagavan, Smritiman, and Prajanan, all these three are uh, adjectives. Okay, now we are just trying to analyze this sentence. What he has mentioned in this text, you will see the way of writing the text of Sadharam Pundarik Sutra. Because I am talking about Sadharam Pundarik Sutra, that's why I am frequently I am mentioning Sadharam Pundarik Sutra only. In this text, you will find it is used in the similar way to Vedic text. It is used, uh, described in similar way in like Puranic text. Okay, it is in dialogue form, and in the very beginning, when Lord Buddha is saying that he is going to say about uh, dharma, and dharma will be the duty by which you can get liberation. So what the way of narration, way of dialogue is quite similar to other ancient text. So if you are reading any of those texts, if you are interested in Buddhist text, that's that's good. If you are not interested in Buddhist text, you are interested in Puranic text, you need to read only one text. If you are interested in Vedic text, no issue, just go and read one text. Any text if you will read, you will find the similarities. And what is the similarity? That all those texts, even this Sadharam Pundarik Sutra, you will find that he is talking about the eligibility, adhikari. Okay, in the very beginning, the dialogue has been represented in such way, in this way, that whom you need to say about all these issues, or dharma, or ekyan, all these things. So he is saying there are so many Sravaks. Sravak means audience. There are so many Sravaks, and you will find the number has been given 5,000. Almost 5,000 Sravak are there who is listening Lord Buddha. So he is saying that there are so many Sravaks are there, but when you are saying the such type of thing which is useful, which is which will give the actual knowledge, the listen audience will be very less. Okay, and you will read in this text that slowly who are not interested, they have uh, left from that place. After that he is saying, now I can say the mysterious thing which is not easy to understand by everyone. Okay, that is dharma, or in Pali you can say dhamma. Okay, so you will say the way of narration or dialogue is quite similar. Who is well known about uh, Upanishadic tradition or Upanishad, they can know very well. When Nachiketa goes to Yam, god of death, when Nachiketa, a young boy, is going to uh, Lord of Death or Yamaraj, at that time, why he has gone there? Because his father ordered that you should go to God of Death, and he goes to Yam, or God of Death, and he was just asking God of Death, he was asking that I was not at my home, and you came here, you uh, didn't get anything, even there was no food, there was no water for you. So it is not good because you are my guest, and we need to worship or properly care the guest. I didn't do this, so you can ask three boons. And he was asking first boon, that my father should be pleased when I will go back to him. Another one, just tell me in which way I will the people can get heaven or swarg. And third one, he was asking, who am I? Just tell me. And he has given all those two boons. But third, regarding third boon, he was asking that no, just if you wish to take another thing, you can take. And he is giving uh, so many options. Then you can take this one, you can take this one, but don't ask that who are you. or Atman. Regarding Atman, that is quite different thing. That in Buddhist tradition, there will be no Atman and all these things. But here you will find. So he was asking then, who am I? And that was quite mysterious thing, mysterious narration. The same thing here you are finding, that he was saying, Lord Buddha is saying that this is quite mysterious. Ordinary people will not be able to grasp this thing, such type of sentences, such type of notions, they will not be able to grasp. So it is quite important. If you are trying to know, you must have patience, you must have uh, uh, such type of thinking, that you must have faith. If you have no faith, you will not be able to understand what I am narrating. So the same thing you will find there also. If you have no astha or shraddha, it is mentioned that shraddhavan lavate jnanam. Again, Bhagavan and Shraddhavan. Shraddhavan means who has uh, devotion, or who has faith. Normally, that means faith only. That if you are learning something from your guru, and if you have no trust, you have no faith on your guru, that what he is saying in this way, I can get how to translate the text. If you have no faith, then even I will try my best, you will not be able to understand. So in both tradition, either you will talking about Vedic tradition, or you will talk about Puranic tradition, or you are talking about Buddhist tradition, you will find the same thing, that the Shraddha or faith has been mentioned in the prime point. Okay, so in Sadhana Pundarika Sutra, in the very beginning, when he is starting saying about dharma, before that, Sariputra is asking thrice. Once he is asking, Lord Buddha is saying that in such way I will mention. Second time, when he was asking third time, then he started narrating about dharma. Okay, so this is very good text. You need to go through the text, not only regarding uh, this one. It is concerned with Buddhist area. I am talking about literary part also, because in the next lecture I will show the some important point of Sadharam Pundarik Sutra, specifically and hybridness, or Sankara, or how it is called as the important text of hybrid Sanskrit, or Pali Prabhavit Sanskrit, Sanskrit who has been affected from Pali, this one. And you will find that there will be some words which is used in Pali only, and in this Sanskrit text you will find that same term. For example, for Bhavanti, you will find here Bhavanti. Okay, so this will be a unique text where you will find a text is written in Sanskrit, but some specific term has been incorporated in the text, which is taken from Pali. So if you wish to learn this one, uh, 80 to 90% you will find from Sanskrit, and 10% from Pali. So the Pali grammar is also important to read this text, and Sanskrit grammar is, of course, it is written in Sanskrit. So Another thing which I will mention, whenever you will take the text, you need to find such text which is edited properly. Because I have studied so many texts of Sadharam Pundarik Sutra, I have seen that I am not saying about the editor or any other one, but I found that if it is not edited properly, then it will be quite problematic for you, especially who is just entering in specific language. If I am learning Vietnamese, if I am learning German, and at that time the text which I am trying to read, that is not properly edited, then I will get different meaning. Okay, sometimes we will get wrong meaning. So you need to find the proper text which has been written in edited in proper way. Okay, so I will try to share such type of text from where you can correct yourself. So today this is the class, and whatever you have, I have mentioned only the adhikari or eligibility, regarding eligibility, but in this text also they are mentioning all those four terms which is called as Anubandha Chatushtay in Indian ancient texts. Either it is Vedic text or Puranic text or classical text. In the same way, you will find here in Buddhist text also. So I will mention these four terms: Anubandha Chatushtay, Sambandha, Adhikari, Vishay, and Prayojan. Sambandha means the relation. Adhikari means who is eligible to read this text or understand this text. Vishay means content of the text, and Prayojan means what is the goal. What is the goal to read this text, and what is the goal to have the knowledge of knowledge which is available in this text. Because reading the text, that is quite different thing, and uh, imparting in yourself, that is quite different thing, which is you can understand in such way that uh, when you are understanding something and you are implementing for yourself, or when it is in your behavior, that is at that time you are saying that you could get this knowledge properly. Okay, so we will continue the text, and the next class I will just try to summarize Sadharam Pundarik Sutra, and we will take another text, that is Panchatantra. Okay, because Panchatantra or Hitopadesh is such type of text which is used, which was used, not nowadays. Nowadays we again we are just trying to resuming our past, but in ancient time we could get that in the very beginning of learning, we just used to learn about Panchatantra or Hitopadesh, so that these are the text for morality. Okay, so we will see those type of text also. In this class, I will not go through the each and every lines of the text, because one text will take minimum 2 to 3 years. So I will not go there. I am just trying to show some sentences, and I am just trying to focus which is most important thing to go for those texts. I will try to show different texts, so that which are quite interesting. Here you have seen Sadharma Pundarika Sutra I have just started, and I will summarize in the next class. You can read Dhammapad, Sanskrit translation of Dhammapad. That is quite impressive text, quite moral text. If you are reading here Gita, Srimad Bhagavad Gita in Indian society, you can find what is the importance of in Gita. Like that, again, Dhammapad gives the similar notion. You need to go and read Sanskrit version of Dhammapad. Okay, and there you can find the notion of mind and all these things, like quite similar to Shiv Sankalp Sukta and another one. So you will when you will read, and you will be neutral, not the any, if it will be quite transparent, your mind will be quite transparent, and you will be neutral, then you will find that each and every text is conveying the same knowledge. We are just wised, and we are just trying to find with our own eyes. Okay, so that is the thing. So it was the summary of this class, and next day we will see the another point which I have already mentioned. If you have any question, any doubt, you can ask. And I see for whom it has been that timing has been changed. They either they could not understand, or nim you need to uh, make clear, because I think they are not getting what message which